stop here, right? Okay. So vehicle class also has a speed and one constructor we created, and we can so just create some methods. Public void run. So one method I am creating. So vehicle is running. Expected void start engine. Simple. So few statements I am just and same way you can add a few more methods. Start stop engine. So void stop engine. So that's the few methods and variable constructor we created in the parent class. Now I need to create a one child class. Child class can be it can be anything, bike or whatever it is. Okay. So maybe I'll put number of wheels also. And number of wheels. If you want to give this value, maybe you can give maybe four wheels. I'm just giving for this, right? And same create a bike class. So bike extends vehicle. Okay, vehicle, it extends to vehicle. Maybe speed, it can be varies, right? Into speed. Maybe I'll put a 60, right? And number of wheels, mostly 2, I'll keep it. So bike constructor I'm just generating. So you can call so super keyword to call the vehicle constructor. Okay, to call vehicle constructor, cannot resolve method super in bike. Why it is super, yeah. So now which methods you want to override? Let's override one of the methods, right? Override and public void run method I'm overriding. System dot out dot println bike runs smoothly. So simple method I have created, and so this is the one of the method, but I will create one more method also to call all the parent class variables. So protected void display details. Just I'm just giving here now. Now we need to call, say we have a variables in the child class, same that are also in the parent class, same, right? So how can we call, and methods also, one method you are overriding. And so simply I'll just system dot out dot println. So by class instance variable. So how can you call speed is there? Directly you can call or this dot speed. This dot speed will refer the by class speed. Same if you refer vehicle class speed, if you want to refer, so vehicle class instance variable, if you want to refer, you have to call super dot speed. And if you want to call current class instance variable in another instance, you can call directly a run method or okay, or this dot run. So internally this will call for that. So if you want to call parent class run method, so use super dot parent class run method. So super dot run method. So this is how you can access parent class objects with a super keyword. With a super keyword. Current class you can access with a this keyword. So I can say this one, this dot run. So this means current class instance variables. Current class instance variables it will refer. That is the, so this means. So is it clear? And you can create a main method and to call these things. Maybe you can put bike be equal to new bike. B dot display details. So it will call all the method because we called here. And even you can use, so B dot, you can call start engine, stop engine, all these things. Stop engine. See all the methods you can call. So with the one object, you can call both of them. So let's execute this. Yeah. So you can call all of them. Okay. So that's all about this and super keywords. This will refer the current class, super will refer the immediate parent class objects. That's all with so basics of OOPS concepts. One more OOPS concept is pending. That is abstraction, right? So this is a very important concept.
Abstraction enum.
So this abstraction is one of the very important class. So we'll go through this abstract class. Yeah, we can go use this one. Yeah. So abstraction means what? What is abstract keyword? Abstract keyword means you already know that. So abstract is a non-access modifier keyword in Java. So that is used to declare classes, methods, interfaces. But those things cannot be instantiated directly. The classes, if you create abstract, and methods, if you declare abstract, then those cannot be instantiated directly. So if you want to implement those abstract methods, you have to extend this class to some other classes. Then only you can implement these abstract methods. Till now, we have seen only concrete methods, right? Concrete methods means methods which has a definition in the same class. Wherever you are creating the methods, in the same class, you have a logic, right? Curly brackets and that block will be there. So now, what is abstraction? So we'll discuss in detail about this abstract methods. What is abstraction in Java? So why is it important in software development? So abstraction is a concept of hiding the implementation details, how you written the logic, all that will be hidden, and provide functionality to the end users. That is called abstraction. So what is that? Hiding the internal logic and providing functionality to the users. So that is called abstraction. So how can you achieve this abstraction? You can achieve the abstraction in two ways. One is using abstract class and another one using interface. So that is the how you can achieve the abstraction concept. Now, why it is important? So why this abstraction is important in software development is, because it allows us to manage complexity by breaking down a system into smaller or manageable parts. So that is a one advantage. And also it allows us to create a reusable code. And so you can design the software as a modular and extensible and maintainable code you can develop. So that's the main advantage of this abstraction. And how to achieve, I already told, through abstract classes and interfaces, you can achieve this abstraction. Then what is abstract class? So abstract class is a class that is declared, a Java class that is declared with abstract keyword. That is called abstract class, and it cannot be instantiated directly. You cannot instantiate means you cannot create object. So abstract class cannot be instantiated directly, must be extended to subclasses. So you can extend to subclasses, but you cannot create object for an abstract class. Till now we created a normal class and final classes, right? But we can create abstract classes also using abstract keyword. So that is the abstract class means. And what will be there inside the abstract class and what will be there in the normal class? What is the difference? So abstract classes are used to define a common interface for a group of subclasses. So for example, you want a common methods and that for particular group of classes, then you can declare them in the abstract class. Using abstract keyword, you can declare them. So then each subclass can implement its own behavior for that same method. So that you can achieve abstraction partially because you're implementing so in the classes, but you're not going to show them where you're implementing. So that means you're hiding that details. And that is the abstract class means. See, this is the how you can define abstract class. Public, abstract, class, class name. So in this abstract class inside, you can declare a abstract methods to concrete methods. Variables, all types of variables. Constructor also you can declare, not a problem. But you have to extend this class to subclasses to implement these abstract methods. Sir, what is implementation? Again, you are not writing any logic? Yes. For abstract methods means you are not going to write any logic. Just a declaration only will be there. So any class that extends the abstract class must implement any abstract method that are defined or declared in the abstract class. So this is the access modifier, abstract class name. Okay. So you know access modifiers. Then these two terminologies you don't need to change as it is. Then give your class name and declare your variables abstract methods. See, there is no curly brackets. But concrete methods, see, there is a curly bracket. That means you are building the logic for the concrete methods. Concrete methods is nothing but again static and non-static. Both are concrete methods. Abstract methods only non-static methods, but no logic, just a declaration only will be there with abstract keyword. That's abstract methods means. So what is the definition you can give for abstract methods? Abstract methods. So only declaration will be there in the abstract class and doesn't have a body. So there is no body or there is no implementation for the abstract methods. Even you can have constructor also for abstract class, no issues. All types of variables means final, static, non-static variables, any kind of variables you can declare here. So here public, abstract class, graphic object. So declare your fields and non-abstract methods and abstract void draw. So this is the abstract method. So when abstract class is subclassed, so that means you are extending, the subclass usually provides the implementation for all the abstract methods in its parent class. So whatever you declared here, right? This you can implement in the child classes. Abstract classes are similar to interfaces. You cannot instantiate them. So interface we'll discuss still, but so these are the abstract class means. So total you can know. Remember, abstract class can be declared using abstract keyword. An abstract class cannot be instantiated. Abstract class can have concrete methods, abstract methods, variables, and constructors. And abstract class, you need to extend to the subclasses to implement these abstract methods.
If subclass also is a type of abstract class, Ramesh, then is it possible?
No, you know it should not be again
Sure.
abstract class.
Yeah. So that means child class subclass should not be an abstract class. Then only
Even you can implement some of them. You can implement some of them, but not all. But abstract class, I think you cannot extend.
Yes.
Only one class you can extend. Not multiple, but one class you can extend. Okay. Okay. So that's the abstract class definition you have to give. You can declare fields that are not static. Finally, you can define public, protected, and private concrete methods. And example of abstract classes in generally in the Java you have is abstract map, which is part of collections, and its subclasses are like hash map, tree map, concurrent hash map. These are all the subclasses. That means this is implemented in these classes. So there are many methods: get, put, is empty, contains key, contains values. So some of the methods in this abstract class. Okay. So that's it. And while creating abstract class, we have to consider few statements. And so simply let's create the abstract class. So, and what is the difference between abstract class and concrete classes? So this is another interview question people are asking. Abstract class cannot be instantiated, but concrete class can be instantiated. And so abstract class can have both abstract and concrete methods. And concrete class can have only non-abstract methods. So abstract class can have abstract and non-abstract methods. Already okay, same point repeated. Huh? Yeah, same point repeated here. But this one is, you can extend, abstract class can be extended to subclasses. Here concrete class can only extend one class, but here also you can extend only one class. So this is the wrong, I think I need to update this. So abstract class cannot be a final, but a concrete class can be a final. So abstract class is used to provide a common base for related classes. And so concrete class used to define a specific type of object. So that's the difference between abstract class and concrete class. So please go through these questions, and very important. They're asking all these questions in the interviews. What is abstract method? How can you answer? A method which is declared with abstract modifier and has no implementation. Just give this proper definition. So a method which is declared abstract modifier and has no implementation, means no body, is called abstract method in Java. So it doesn't contain any body. It has simply just a declaration followed by a semicolon. So that's the abstract. This is how we can declare abstract. So the return type and method name and arguments you can give. So we say no body, just a semicolon. So abstract void message. So no body. So this is how you can abstract void method name, abstract void method name data type P1, abstract data type method name. So this one, abstract void move to. So the some of the examples I have given here. Can an abstract method be declared as a static? No. An abstract method cannot be declared as a static because abstract methods are designed to be overridden by the subclasses. And static methods are not subject to overriding, right? You cannot override the static methods. So that's why abstract methods always are non-static methods. So static method belongs to a class rather than to any particular instance of the class. And they can be called without creating an instance of the class. Static methods you can call without creating an object, right? That's the point. Again, static keyword I am explaining one more time here. So abstract methods must be implemented by subclasses. So they require an instance of the subclass to be created in order to be used. So that once you implement in the subclasses, you create object for the subclass. Then you can call that methods. So that's a different purpose, both will serve. Can an abstract method be declared with a private modifier? No, it cannot be declared as a private because you have to implement that in the other classes. If you want to override the method in another classes, private is not applicable for that. Okay, you should not declare private. So if you declare it private, you cannot implement it from outside the classes. So when to use abstract class? So abstract classes in Java are useful when you want to define a common interface for a group of related classes. So there is some common thing you want to use for all the child classes, similar kind of child classes, then you can use abstract class. So while allowing each subclass to provide its own implementation, you can create your own logic for that abstract method. Okay, so when you have a group of related classes that shares some common behavior, but also have some unique behavior that cannot be generalized. So in this case, you can define the common behavior in the abstract class and leave the unique behavior to be implemented by the subclasses. So that kind of situation comes, we can use abstract class. So here is the one. Suppose you are building a game that has a different type of characters, such as warriors, mages, archers. Each character has some common attributes and behaviors. So such kind of things, if you want to build, so as health points and ability to move, but they are also having unique behavior. So like a different type of attacks, spells. So in this case, you can create an abstract called character. So that provides the common behavior and attributes. Leave the unique behavior to the implemented by subclasses. So like this, we just created one abstract class. So health and position X and Y positions. And we are just creating a constructor and move method. So we are just moving X and so this delta X and delta Y, and one abstract method attack. So attack can be, so you can implement it differently in the subclasses. So how this will happen. So that's one example. And there is one more example. Suppose you are building a payment processing system and you have different types of payment methods, such as through credit cards, PayPal, so wire transfers, all if you want to do. So then you can develop your own so payment details, how you can develop that payment method you can develop. So in the abstract class, you can just create a payment method abstract class, and that provides the common behaviors and enforces. See that payment method abstract class, then payment ID, amount, currency, and then you can have so validate payment. You can build the logic here. So this is the concrete method. Okay. Then we have two abstract methods: charge customer, refund customer. So there are two abstract methods. They can implement in the child classes this way. So this is another
Ramesh, concrete method in the sense like it's non-abstract, like either static or non-static method.
Exactly. Right. Right. Yeah.
Thank you.
So then you can create a normal classes like charge customer class, refund customer class. Then you can implement your own logic for these methods, how you want to implement those methods. So in the subclasses. Okay, so that's another example. So when to use abstract method in Java? So when the same method has to perform different tasks depending on the object calling, and then you can go for abstract method. So method name same you want, but different task it has to perform in different classes. Then you will go for abstract method. So when you need to be overridden in its non-abstract subclasses, then you can declare this abstract method in the abstract class. Can an abstract class have constructor? Yes. An abstract class can have a constructor. So basically constructor is a special type of method. It initializes the state of an object. So when it is created, so you can have it, not a problem. So even though an abstract class cannot be instantiated directly, it can still be used as a superclass for its concrete subclasses, which can be instantiated, right? Subclasses can be instantiated. So then you have to initialize this abstract class common attributes and methods, right? That cases, this constructor is important. So that's why you should have a constructor in the abstract class. So is it possible to achieve multiple inheritance through abstract class? So multiple inheritance, yes, right? It's one class only extending, so it's possible. it is possible to achieve multiple inheritance through abstract class. So this is because abstract class can implement multiple interfaces, and each of these interfaces can have its own set of methods that must be implemented by the abstract class. That is one way. Otherwise, yeah. So you can implement the interfaces in the abstract class itself also. That is how you can achieve multiple inheritance. So what is the difference between abstraction and encapsulation? So basically, the abstraction is the process of hiding the implementation details, while encapsulation is the process of hiding the data.